Hey everybody, and welcome back to From Guiseley to Greatness with me, GW365. Hope everyone is alright. Last time we played, we lost, believe it or not. We actually lost to our first game of the season. We lost to Cheltenham. Since then, it's been pretty decent, to be fair, aside from the Forest Green game. But we'll come to that shortly, and you'll see why I was actually quite kind of pleased in the in the end. Macclesfield we had next after the loss. And we got back to winning ways. They did have a lot of shots, but a lot of them seemed to be, it felt like, from distance. So, as you can see, Margaret scored 2, and Archie Love scored 1. Reece Turner is currently injured, so to get on to this, well, he's not at the minute, but in this game, this is the first game he didn't actually score in a full game, I think, this season. Margits was the man of the moment in this game, which is good. It means we're not just relying on Reece Turner. Margits obviously was key in our promotion push last season when we signed him, and obviously now he's proving quite viable this season. Now here came Reece Turner, who found Gibbons, who was there able to cross in, and Margits was there to tap in from close range. 2 minutes, 2-0 up, which is very good. Then, I think we made it 3. Crossed in, came to Denton. Was tackled, it came to Love, who hit this thunderbolt with the outside of his left foot. And made us 3-0 and pretty much game over. And who were it that scored at the end? I think it was Angol. But this is how it happened. Ball was sprayed wide, but Nyambe was there. He cleared it away, and I'm pretty sure it goes heads down the line somehow. I could be wrong though. Rudge plays it through, cleared away, that's right, yeah. Long ball over the top. But he misses the header, that was it, yeah. Trademark goal concession. Ball over the top, defender misses the header, and you're punished for it. And that was guys against Macclesfield, which was pretty good. Now, you might notice as well, I will come on to it eventually, I was going to do the Altrincham game, or Altrincham, I can't even say it, Altrincham. They actually dropped down a little bit down the table. They are currently 9th, so that's why I opted not to go for it and opted for the Chester game instead. Chester are currently 3rd at the moment. We are 1st, we've just retaken 1st place. Accrington Stanley, who are they? They are 2nd currently. Then we played Whitehawk, and at first we went 1-0. No, we didn't. We went 1-0 up, and then 1-1. And to be fair, looking at the stats down here, we absolutely blitzed their goal, and it actually took 2 penalties to make us win. Because we got a penalty. I think Margaret got a hat trick. He did, but 2 of them were penalties. He got one literally to make it 2-1 here. And then he got one right at the end of the game. Well, this is the first goal. Love involved, as always, seems to be. And would be a decent ball. Margaret's got it. Got around his man. A cool finish. Bottom left-hand corner. Good finish from Margaret's. So he's obviously the man in form at the minute. Basically got 5 goals in 2 games, which is pretty handy. Currently joint top scorer with Reece Turner. Yep, as you can see here on 18 minutes. That was equalised, by the way, but 18 minutes, this is when Reece Turner got injured. And that was the first penalty, and that was the second penalty. Pretty much carbon copies, and that clinched the game for us. Very pleased with that. That was his 8th goal of the season. He's got 1 more to come. Because he's on 9 goals. We played Forest Green next. And for the 3rd consecutive game, we scored 3. And if you haven't noticed, we were 3-0 down at half time. That is actually 45 plus 2, yeah. And obviously, I was not very happy at half time. Billy Simpson was terrible. I brought him off. But yeah, let's just show you the goals here. One of them was a penalty. Right on the... I actually thought that there was only 1 minute of stoppage time. I actually thought it was going to blow, and it didn't. So it made his task even harder. But, you know, they hit the bar. Clingington was there to pounce with his 7 pace. Because I did check it. His anticipation obviously unrivaled. And then they went 2-0 shortly after. Nice bit of control. Simpson just shrugged off like he wasn't even there. Great finish, to be fair, but Simpson really could have done better. I've just burnt my finger on the cooker. I've just made something to eat just previous. And then obviously they got the penalty, which was a bit... I don't know. I'm not even going to bother showing it, but we got two yellow cards, I believe, for it. But then the comeback was on, and it's lagging like crazy. Why? Right, Compton swung it in. Bit of a scramble, comes back out. Denton again. Compton swings it in. And it's Neil is actually kicking this direction, and it goes that way in. There's a similar goal that I remember in the World Cup in 2006 when I believe Italy won it. And one of the wingers who was stood on the post tried to clear it away, and it actually did that very thing. But then a good bit of play here, and Margaret's powered one in off the bar after a good bit of play from Nyambe. That made it 3-3. Margaret's that's the last goal he's got so far. And then, basically, we've got 7 minutes to go, and I'm actually thinking, oh, we can actually win this for once. Fancy a poor back pass from Wedgbury. Walton out of nowhere, like Randy Orton. And he, did well and scored. Minute 3-3, but there wasn't any more drama after that, unfortunately. There wasn't even a single highlight, which I thought, well, surely we're in the ascendancy. We've just scored, come back from 3-0 down with 3-3. Surely we can go on and win this game. But it wasn't to be, and I'm sure that's an achievement I've still to do. Come back from 2 goals down at half-time or more. And I don't think we've done it just yet, or if we have, it was early on when I first got the game. But that was the Forest Green game, which that was a poor result if you look at it from the beginning, because we should have. They're down the bottom somewhere. Forest Green are currently 19th, and they recently sacked their manager. Then we face Altrincham, which would have been the last, which would have been this particular video now, had they not started performing pretty poorly. And if we go into it, was quite tight, as you can see with chances, quite a lot of chances. But the deadlock wasn't broken until this thunderbolt. Have a look at this. Great finish from Tyler Denton. The Leeds loanee picked up here, just shimmers across to the left and boom, in off the bar. Great finish. Apologies again for the sniffles. The hay fever's proper got a hold of me at the minute. I don't know why. There's nothing in here to set us off. Then this was like a bit of a... Hold on a minute, we went 2-0 up, didn't we? Yeah, we went 2-0 up. Yeah, 2-0 up. So it's coming up, fairly long highlight. Came to Lynch, their attack came to nothing, or their long ball over the top came to nothing. Van played a long ball over the top. Margaret's actually won the header, and Walton showed a great turn of pace and then just finished neatly in the near post, to the dismay of Kay. So then Andrew had a throw, and this is a fairly long highlight. We looked like we were pushing for another. I thought Denton might have smashed it there first time. I thought Love might smash it there from range, but no, he opted to play it wide to Nyambe, and Nyambe then found Laurie, who's actually got a bit of first team footballing recently, because he does seem to provide a couple of decent crosses. A lot of dangerous attacks seem to come from him when he comes on. So he's not really started any games, but he's been getting some games off the bench. But then this was basically totally, it seemed to be against the run of play. I mean, they had more clear-cut chances and they had more possession. But then, as always, the ball gets out wide, ball comes in, you've got 3 defenders on one guy, and then one guy always seems to win when it's the opposite team. When it's like a header-on-header comparison. And then, as you can see, similar goal to what we conceded against Forest Green. Keeper saves it though, parries it, and where first to react, i.e. McConnell, who was doing quite well for us. And that was a good result for us, because that could have been a tricky tie. I think they were 7th at the time. No, they weren't. They were 9th. Were they? No, they were 7th, and we've knocked them down to 9th now. The last time out, it's Alfreton. A lot of injuries. We got Ryan McConnell injured right from the get-go. He went in for a tackle, and then he had to go off injured, which was a shame. Tyler Denton went off just before half-time and used 2 subs before half-time, which is not ideal. But we managed to battle to a win, thanks to Kashim Walton getting a last-minute winner. Tight game again. We probably just shaded it. And to be fair, we probably deserved it. This goal. Wood got it here. And I think, plays it out wide actually, yeah. Come to think of it. Squared. Wood. Yeah, I thought Wood had it at some point. Yeah, love. It is Wood that plays it in. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Laurie finds Walton, who looked offside. To be fair, all their players were enraged. I'm sure someone got booked. Yeah, they went to the line a lot. I think they might have had a case, might have, but I didn't care at that time because usually, you think you score goals and it's given offside, and you think, oh, how can that be offside? And you win some, you lose some, sort of thing. Obviously, I would have complained to high heaven had it been the other way, but that's me. So that was a good win. Now going on to today's opponents, Chester. Chester are currently third. And today I've got some good players. I've got John Rooney, Wayne Rooney's brother. He originally started at Everton he was there with him. Since then, he's ended up at teams like Barnsley, Macclesfield, Bury for a short while. But he's been at Chester for 4 years and scored some good goals. He's not actually a bad player for this league. If you look at his stats, determination is a key figure. Anticipation's good as well as vision and passing and all these technical stats. He's pretty sweet. He's just not the quickest. He's an attacking mid that can play centre mid, so he'll probably find himself in centre mid. But yes, he will be a decent player for this. Paul Reed is the captain. Paul Reed, I believe. No, I've got the wrong one. I was thinking. I'm sure there was some called Reed that used to play for Millwall, but I'm mistaken. Dummington is the hot prospect. He's more likely playing, I think. Right back, he's got some decent stats. And their form has been a little bit sketchy, if I remember. Yeah, they were flying. And then since then, they only just won a game against Wrexham, but they went 5 games without a win, including losing 4-1 to Lincoln at home, and having to Waterloo the last 2-1 at home as well. So, we are away today. We are at home today, so I'm very hopeful. I think we've got the strongest team that we've got in place. I should have gone to know so you could see the team. But yeah, Denton, Love, Gibbons, Compton. Gibbons just coming back off injury. Is actually looking a little bit fitter than Ollie. I've got Laurie as well, can cover left, right or up front for us. We've got Nelson on the bench because he's on his way back is Turner. Vander McConnell. What's he called? The other defender. He just picked up a knock. Andrew's still playing out of his skin. I've had Sean Dyche complaining that he's not getting any play. That is just clear that because I need to use Anthony Tonkin because he's more in the know. I'm not going to close him down and I'm not going to tight mark. I'm going to stick to weak foot meta and then we're just going to go for this. We are the favourites. So I'm hoping we're going to have a good performance here. If we can get greens here, that would be fantastic. And it's interesting because, at the start of the season, we were deemed as mid-table obscurity. Best we could hope for, probably top half of the table. Like lower echelons, if you will. Such as your 12th and, about 12th sort of area. Compton is actually down injured, which is concerning. Apologies for the blowing of the nose. But we have a free kick and Compton plays it long into the box, headed away by Dummigan. He's I had a feeling he would be playing. Andrew will be a lovely ball to Gibbons. Gibbons needs support. He's got Nyambi, but it doesn't matter because he swung it in and Margits is there, peeling off the last man to knock home his 10th goal of the season. Great finish. Good bit of play from Gibbons. I felt sure I was going to pass it to Nyambi at some point. Then he just turns the other way and just finds a cross. Surprised it got past Dunn, if I'm honest with you. But I'm not going to complain. Great ball in, great finish. Nyambi finds Gibbons. Gibbons now. All of a sudden, the creative force. Lovely ball from Love. Finds Gibbons again. He's got Nyambi in support and finds him, and Morton heads over the bar. Might have shaved the woodwork on its way over. Another chance. Nyambi with a corner. Plays it shot to Gibbons. Gibbons crosses in. Takes a few deflections. Margits with a powerful effort, but it's saved well by Atkins, the goalkeeper in the Chester goal. An offside for Walton. Jack Vanner's taken a knock. Surprise, surprise. I'm just waiting now for a highlight. not much is happening, but if it was to stay the same, it probably won't do now because Rooney's having a shot. It's hit the bar. Barton scores, and he's not offside neither. Brian Barton thought he might have maybe strayed into an offside position, but as it was, he didn't. Yeah, he clearly was onside. To be fair, he just anticipated first. Gambled, if you will. For those who play football, you know you always get told at grassroots level to gamble on any shots that come in or crosses that come in because the keeper could spill it. So yeah, a bit unfortunate for us, but I'm still hopeful we can come away with a decent result. We've started quite brightly, though the first half's gone quite brightly. It's just that we just need that cutting edge. So we need. I'm gonna say I'm not happy. Far from pleased. Get them fired up. You have not played that well, but I'm going to try and make you green, but you're not quite the Hulk yet. I'm trying to get it in. So at least if everyone else is fired up and that, then that's good. It means I might start performing. Because at the end of the day, yes, it's probably a bit harsh. We're not considered title favourites, something like that. But we're at home, and we need to be winning these games at home. We need to create this fortress. I seem to remember, did we lose 2-1 at home? We did again against Cheltenham, we did, didn't we? So that was a poor result. But here comes Andrew with a free kick, who strikes it well. Atkins parries it over the bar. And the corner comes in from Niambi. It's Gibbons crosses in. It's there from Walton! And it's 2-1 to Guiseley. Great ball in from Gibbons. Playing really well at the moment. Ball was short to Gibbons. Gibbons in acres to pick out the pass and finds Walton with a neat volleyed finish from close range. Another free kick. Nearly a similar result as it flashes past the post. I'm just going to not bring any changes yet because not everyone is that tired at the moment. Now I'll make a change. Laurie can come on. Probably for Compton. Tyler Denton, you can possibly come off as well. Archie Love goes there. Tyler Denton. Marcus Wood could come on for his creative flair. See if he can give us a spark, like a late counter-attack pass that just completely cuts through him like a hot knife through butter. That's what we're looking for. Love, the good thing about Love is he's pretty is an adequate replacement for the box-to-box midfielder. The only thing he lacks really is stamina in abundance, but he's got some stamina, so that's okay. Margaret should have done better there. He was clean through, but not to worry. Van is getting a little bit tired, which means that I've got to waste substitutions bringing on centre-backs, which is a bit of a pain, especially when he's had such a poor game. I'm not going to put any pressure on him to have a better performance. I'm just hoping that he can hold out fitness-wise. Walton has had a knock, but that's fine. I'm going to retain possession and lower tempo just to slow this game down. I'm going to leave him on, keep him on. I know it's not wise, but I'd rather keep him on the field as an extra body to aim at. He can maybe hold it up in the corner. There's an injury to Gibbons, which is very concerning. Down to 10 men for the last couple of minutes. Margaret's can go on the right side. Yeah, it can go on the right side. So down to 10 for the last couple of minutes. There's a chance here. Free kick comes in. Headed away to Rooney. Crosses back in. It's headed away by Walton. See, he's still on the field. If I'd have taken him off, then we wouldn't have had him, and that would have probably been an equaliser. Good win. Very good win. Fantastic win. We leave the match, and we are 5 points clear of Bristol Rovers. Accrington Stanley lost to Altrincham 2-1. Great result for guys of there. We've got a little bit of breathing space now. Even if we draw and Bristol Rovers win, we're still 3 points clear. So, and then we've got the goal difference, so it's essentially like 4 as it stands at the minute. Good goal difference at the minute. We've scored 34 goals, and most in the league by a good 8 at least. Altrincham getting 26, a couple of teams on 25. And if we have a look, just leave the match. We've done well there. Gibbons got the man of the match with 2 assists. Good return to the game. However, he could be badly injured looking at this. The Foxes beat Leeds, which is a bit of a shame. But Walton is out for 5 to 6 weeks, which is terrible. Gibbons is out for 4 weeks, which is equally as terrible. But we're doing well now, and all of a sudden our job security is very secure. We're doing really well, and people. That's what I mean. This is good that we've started off well. So it keeps the board off his back. And Dave Wesley got defeated, but he turned in a performance of the highest quality, which is pretty good. He's there for the year. He's still showing stats at exactly the same. Strength's gone up to 15. I think that's gone up to 16 as well. It was 15. But you can't really see it. That's the only thing. When you loan players out, you can't see the improvements. But yeah, we've done 6 matches in a row without losing. We've only drawn one of those 6 games as well. That's another game where we've scored. So I'm hoping we can hit the 50 mark, which is the next marker, if you like. But yeah, if we go to the competitions, we have scored 34 goals and conceded 17. 17, yeah, the Kidderminster have only conceded 11, but it's still one of the lowest. There's only Torquay, Grimsby, and Bristol Rovers that have conceded less. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. We've scored a lot of goals. 4 against Bristol Rovers. I mean, Bristol Rovers have got a decent defensive record and we destroyed them. Torquay, again, they've got a decent record and we destroyed them. Altrincham scored 3, Forest Green scored 3, White Hart 3. Yeah, but so we're doing quite well. I'm buoyed, should I say, by how well we're doing. I mean, Margits is getting some goals in position in place of the injured. He has been injured. I think he must be nearly back. Yes, he'll be back shortly. So that's good. Reece Turner comes back in. He's got 9 goals and 1 assist, whereas Margits has got 10 goals and 5 assists. So he's proving to be quite a team player there. Reece Turner's getting quite a few goals, and he's doing it really well so far this season. Increasing his pace as well. I'm pretty sure he was only on 12 before. So hopefully he's going to keep stepping it up, because as it stands, we don't have Kashim Walton, because our team will probably look like this next time out. Jordan Gibbons is going to have to not be in the team for a while. This is a shame. Who do we bring on as a sub? It's Charlie Scott, probably. No, it's not, because I've already got the other one on. It would probably be Alex Johnson, dare I say, for a bit of an injection of pace, perhaps. But that's how it's probably going to look at next time. So next game, what I'm probably going to look at to do is probably going to be, let's have a look at where these teams are. 8th, 14th. There's going to be an FA Cup qualifier. Kidderminster, they're probably going to be the next game. They're 5th in the league. They've got a good defensive record, so that'd be a good test. All these teams here. There's Gateshead that's nearby. What I might do is I might do the Kidderminster game. If they drop off and they drop out of the top 6, I'll probably just go for the Gateshead game. You might be thinking, well, Gateshead are even lower. Gateshead are predicted to win the league this season, and barring this poor run of form here, they were at the top at the beginning of the season. So it probably will be the Gateshead game, if any, or maybe Grimsby, bit of a Yorkshire derby. Got Lincoln again there, Torquay again. Our stadium should be completed around here as well, the expansion, that is. So, yeah, it'll probably be the Gateshead game. If Kidderminster is still up there, it'll be Kidderminster. If not, it'll be Gateshead. Regardless, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button. If you'd like to see more, then feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.